Hey y'all, this is AL Think Madame, and this is the review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, so Marceau actually stopped by the office to meet up with the Holts. Nobody was there but Melody, so she was like, is there something I can help you with? And he was like, well, I guess we can talk. So they went to the conference room and they were talking. And, excuse me, of course, he's in his feelings about what was said over and over again about him having 20 girlfriends. And it's like he said what he had to say, but he didn't do it in his normal Marceau way. So I'm kind of glad in a sense, but yeah. He was bummed out that Martell wasn't there because, of course he had a bone to pick with him because he's the one who brought up the 20 girlfriends and all that stuff. Anyway, Kimmy is at home and her son is out of school right now. College is out for the summer and he normally comes home and works under her brother-in-laws and all the other stuff. I think he works for like Marceau and them and gets him some money. Go ahead and get him some money during the summer, so he's working and they pay him well under the table, I guess, and whatever. So she's talking to him and she discussed what happened at the cabin. And then, she went into more detail about what was said to her about her husband, about Kiowa and Monster moving down there. And so he was in his feelings and he was just like, nah, like this ain't gonna work. What you mean? I was like, oh gosh. So, she was like, look, I'm trying to be on board with this because this is seeming like it's going to be the only way that he's going to be able to get his child to be with him full time. And so her son is just not here for it, y'all. They coming down this weekend, so we're going to see how it go. Y'all, so the Holts went to the doctor to, get the further confirmation that is needed and to see the ultrasounds of the baby, and they did. The baby, I saw the ultrasound. I looked up there at the screen. I was like, that's a whole baby for real. Like, she's a decent amount of time alone. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, because normally when these people get on these reality TV shows and they do the ultrasound, the baby be like this. And I'm like, okay, are we really looking at a baby right now? Are we really looking at a fetus? Are we looking at an embryo? Or what are we looking? Are we looking at something for real? Like for real? Oh, okay. And and I'm not ignorant to the fact that there are stages where the baby's like the size of a grapefruit, the size of this, and all that. But I'm saying her ultrasound, I saw the whole baby. Like I saw it. That was the first time like I can remember seeing a whole baby. So I was shocked. Not by the fact that she's pregnant, but the fact that I actually could see a whole baby. So yeah, they were talking and, when they were done, she was just like, I hope you know that this doesn't mean that our relationship is saved. And he was like, but it's a good thing. And so she was like, I understand you want to be there for your child, but we don't have to have a happy exchange in order for the children to be raised the way they need to be raised. And so he was just looking like, whoa, okay. She just feels like it's bad timing. And, she's still, trying to proceed with a divorce, whether he wants to realize and accept that or not. So Letitia is at the house talking to her mama. Apparently her husband's somewhere supposedly relaxing too and the kids at the house, but she's having a one-on-one conversation with her mama. And she's in her feelings because she grew up and she didn't feel adequate in the way that she learned and her education. She felt like she lacked a lot of stuff because her grandmother spoke a certain way, her mother spoke a certain way. She feels as though she needs to get her speech up to par, and she just feels as though the way that she pronounces certain things and, just the level in which she says certain things, all of that, she just doesn't think it lines up. So she's going to start doing something about it, and I guess she's going to a speech pathologist or whatever. Anyway, she's just basically saying she wants to improve her speech. So they were in the middle of talking, and then Marceau comes in the room, and he was like, well, I'm trying to relax, and the children are jumping all around and acting crazy, and y'all down here talking loud. And so her mama was instantly like, well, did you go upstairs to try to see what the children were up to? And to try to calm him down, he was looking at her like, no, like, why would I do that? Like, y'all, that's why when Martell said what he said about each one of the men, I really wholeheartedly believe that. I feel like when it comes to being a father, like being there and really being a part of his children's lives, he might be the only one that's very, very active like that in his children's lives, and that's sad. Anyway, and it's funny because her mama eventually was like, I want to know what you think the difference between a daddy and a father is. I said, oh my gosh, no. Her mama be coming at him. I be here for it though. Anyway, and then like he got, he was like, I don't mean to be disrespectful or nothing, but why are you here? Oh Lord. I was just like, no, y'all. Anyway, so Melody is at the house and she is now going to break the news to her mama about her being pregnant. So eventually she did tell her that she's pregnant. And it's sad that her mama had to ask her, am I allowed to be happy about this or what? Because I don't know if she was thinking along the lines of, okay, maybe she's gonna get rid of it because she's that mad at her husband, or she's mad about the pregnancy and she's gonna keep it. So let me, not show any emotion about that in the way that I want to show it, because it'll make it seem like, oh yay, now y'all gonna get back together and now I'm gonna have this hope that I shouldn't have about you and my son-in-law. Y'all, I just like, oh my gosh, for her mama to have to ask her that was crazy. So for some reason, I guess because of the way she was telling her how she feels, and she's not really in it right now with her husband. She said there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Yes, they did have moments when they were at the cabin, but they are nowhere near where they need to be. And she is still contemplating divorcing him. Her mama told her the story about her conception. She said that when she got pregnant with her, she was young and she was, trying to be in college. Finances were not there, and the father was not really here for it like that. And her parents and family were not going to help her raise her. The daddy actually gave her money in order to get the abortion. So her own daddy gave her mama the money to get that abortion, but something came over her and told her not to do it, so she didn't do it, and Melody is here because of that. So Melody was in her feelings, and she did her confessional, and she was just like, wow, it's just amazing to me that I could not have even been here, and look where I am now. And her mama was like, everything that I felt in that moment was because I felt like I wouldn't be able to give you the best. It wasn't because I didn't necessarily want you. I just wanted you to have everything you want and need, and everything ended up turning out fine. So that was really good, y'all. So the day is upon us where Kimmy is going to finally meet his husband's ex-wife, Kaiwa. So they met at some restaurant, and before Kaiwa got there, he was just like, look, I just want you to be open and honest and say everything you really want to say. Don't hold back. I know how you are. So while the situation is here and staring us right in the face, I want you to be able to say what you want to say and get it all out. So Kyle will come in. They all get a halfway hey, and y'all, I just can't. Let me take a sip, so I think now I'm kind of getting where so many people are saying maybe she still had feelings for him or something, because in one breath, she would make it seem like all these things were just terrible that were going on, but overall, she would be like, well, I don't remember that. Like, when did that happen? Because Kim would be like, well, like 7 years ago, I tried to reach out to you, or you reached out to me on Facebook and you said something slick to me about how you don't want me to be around your son and all this other stuff. So she was like, well, I don't remember that. What are you talking about? I don't remember that. But if that happened, I just don't even remember it. Like, she didn't remember nothing. But then in one moment, she gonna try to have somewhat of a clap back. And she was like, well, I think Kimmy said something about how when she was corresponding with her ex that whatever she was saying to him, he was saying it to her. So Kimmy was like, I mean, I hope you know that whatever y'all said wasn't confidential, especially when it was about me. He relayed whatever information you said about me to me. And so she was like, well, he's not innocent in the situation. There were messages that were sent to me. I don't remember them, but he said things to me and they weren't what they needed to be. I was like, what? Like, she just making it seem like she don't remember nothing. And I'm like, okay, are we supposed to infer he was trying to get back with you and ask you for some booty on the side? Or he was saying, I ain't really here for her like that. I'm just, biding my time until I get out of school. Like, what are we supposed to infer? Like, you ain't got not nail receipt. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to take her. I hope she ain't gonna be on this show like that. I hope that when they come down there that she really will get a job, because she did at least mention something about how she don't want to move to a place that ain't gonna have a job. I'm glad you want to work, because girl, the way you was saying yes to the move before, it seemed like you and your husband was like, yes, money train. We ain't got to pay no bills. We gonna have a free house to live in, at least until he turned 18 or something. Like, I cannot. Oh, anyway. Anyway, what did I do? Did I really not put that many notes? Did not that much happen? Like, I'm like, why is this not moving? Anyway, I don't know what's going on. I feel like I wrote more than this, but maybe I did. Maybe not that much happened. I don't know. Anyway. So another part that happened too, y'all, the only thing she did remember was when Kimmy brought up how Kaiwa felt as though she doesn't dress appropriate. And she was like, no, I don't think you dress appropriate because you're not ready to be a mom or stepmom to Monster because of the way you dress. So apparently, like, she likes to show off her body and she will wear a bikini or whatever, or a thong bikini. And she was like, I don't think that's indicative of a mama or whatever. And she was like, I'm a mom. Like, that makes no... I'm very comfortable with my body, so I don't understand the problem. And so that's the only thing she really could remember, is that she did say something about how she been inappropriately dressed. I just think that because she has more confidence in the way her body looks than she does, that she got a problem with it. And I don't know. I'm just tired. Y'all... So Kimmy's son is turning 21, and earlier in the episode when she did meet up with him at the house, she offered to throw him a party, and he was like, nah, bruh. I'm trying to have a party with my friends and like my uncles and things, and your husband, but not, you. So he did have some kind of little gathering, and the gathering was at like this club, and apparently he's like a Q or of some part of some fraternity. Y'all, Marceau tried to get out there and do a stroll, and I was like, no. And even his brother was reading, and he was like, yeah, he trying to do one of them OG strolls, and he can't even try to keep up with the young guys. I was like, yeah, I agree, because no. I don't know what he thought he was doing, but no, sir. But yeah, when they were talking, y'all excuse me, I'm trying to make sure I ain't missed nothing. But anyway, while they were at the party, they were talking, the men, meaning Martell, Marceau, how I say his name? Cedric, because I was about to say, what's his name? Cedric? Cedric, all of them were there. And they were asking questions to Maurice about what happened when he met up with Kaiwa. And he was just like, everything went fine. And apparently, old boy started hearing things, the stepson. He started hearing a little bit of, back and forth. And so he was like, what's going on? So he was in his feelings, and he really did start to think, maybe this is a situation where they're trying to come down here, and he's trying to have it where he has two families. He gonna go over here with my mama, and then he over here with his son's mama, living it up and trying to have two families. And they were just like, no, that's not the situation. So once he understood that wasn't a situation, then he was just like, oh, okay, because that's what I thought was going on. Y'all, meanwhile, Martell is over here trying to talk to people, and even before the party was even starting, Marceau was trying to act like he was like, well, he need to be on his best behavior because he doing the most. And he came in the door like, I'm on a curfew. I gotta be home like around 11:30. So I was like, what? You gotta be home by 11:30? What? Just like everybody looked at him sideways, even the 21-year-old. So they had some shots and all that stuff, and y'all know how he get when he gets shots in him. So he started like mingling a little bit too hard, but he did leave. So when he was leaving, Marceau rolled up on him in the parking lot and was like, you know, what's going on with you? And, you know, some things were said, and he was just like, look, I'm about to go home to my wife. I got to go home. I got to get this stuff going. And he was just like, look, I don't know what you got going on, but I stopped by the office to talk to you and Mel, especially you, but you weren't there. And Melody told me what was going on. And so he and his feelings in the confessional, like, see, here we go again. Melody out here spreading our business, putting our business down the street again. I thought she would have learned from the last time. I'm like, sir, you put your own business out there in the street doing the most. You know what you do. So I don't know why you're trying to act like you don't know what's going on. You was out here meeting up with your friends, telling them about how you got 2-3 phones, and one of them was for the girlfriend. Yes, the girlfriend that apparently you literally for real it's not. I've been hearing that it is not a rumor and that it ain't no allegedly that he did buy some kind of luxury vehicle for this woman. You ain't gonna be sitting up here paying for rooms and houses and luxury vehicles for a whole nother woman, and you ain't even married to her. You got 3 children by your wife. Like, what is going on? Do you have a secret baby or something? For you to be doing all this, like you doing the most. I understand you got all kinds of money, but you doing the most. You need to stop. But yeah, y'all, that was the episode. The next episode, they gonna be talking about the comeback group again, and I just wish they would stop. And Marceau and his mother-in-law gonna get into it. I'm gonna be here for it. And I think Kimmy and her husband gonna get into it, and it's gonna be a lot. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this review, and I'll see y'all later on for something else. If not, I'll see y'all later on this week. I have a long week ahead of me, so y'all pray for me. I'm about to get ready because I'm about to go to the movies a little bit later on. Y'all have a good one.